It is an exciting closing day for one of our sellers, and I've had a lot of my clients that are first-time home buyers or home sellers ask, what happens at closing? So when we get to closing, first of all, it takes about 60 minutes from beginning to end. But here in Wichita, the way things are done is we show up at a title company, and that title company has prepared all the documents, printed everything out for that buyer's mortgage, which is like, I don't know, that thick, especially if it's a government loan. And they're going to walk the buyer through all of the paperwork first, explain the mortgage documents, things like that, and then those things are signed. Once the buyer has completed all of the signing, which takes about 30 minutes, the next thing that happens is they bring the seller into a room, and then the seller signs their half a dozen pieces of paper that they need to sign. Typically at the end of them signing their few pages, then the buyer and seller get to sit in the same room. They get to have a conversation about the house. If there's any questions, keys get exchanged, different things like that, garage door codes. And while all that is happening, the closing person at the title company is making copies of everything that the buyer and the seller signed. And they're also getting the wire money in for that closing from the mortgage, and they are cutting a check to the seller. So at the time of closing, the buyer is typically getting the keys, the seller is typically getting their money, and everybody is happy.